Okay, sorry it took a while. It's just thinking which one I felt like doing. I've got a whole page of these videos, you know. The scroller is, you know, going through them all this way. Okay. You know, I write these up and then I don't see them for a week or two, so I was just getting into the feel of it with a reiterated approach, going over it again. And why not start on that point to think again, going over it again. The scene with someone. This video is called How to Check If Someone's Demonic Around You. Video 1. Because most of the videos I make, I'll probably make into little series. They might come out with 3 in the series, 10, I don't know. But this is video 1 of How to Check If Someone's Demonic Around You. By me, the site creator at consciousazine.net. So you can tell by thinking again who, because what you want to do is look at them in reference to a set I'll give you here. Okay, we're going to go over that. So here I've mentioned sound, silence, awkward silence ones. Yeah, alright, well they're all sound, obviously, and that one is movement or timing. This example here would be timing, it's movement. So let's start with that then. Let's just start with the timing. So, how to tell? If they move before you move, like just before, very particular timing, or just as you move, if they move after you move. And I mean, you know, very split second timing, not a minute later. So the timing, just what I'm feeling with there is electrical shock, is what it feels like. It's like they were pressing down on your aura, trying to brain burrow or burrow into your aura with their frequency. That can also be done, and that's what they do a lot, and the servers of the Matrix do that a lot, and the robotic portals have that ability. So the RP, not just the OP, I'm mentioning robotic portal as well. So with the movement and the pressing of the energy, and I mean crude electrical light pressing, or surface light pressing, you know, it's not with inner non-physical numinous light, you know, or higher light, it's with the lower crude electrical surface. And that's how I feel this with the timing. And I'll crack their energy. It's once why I called Christ consciousness first crack consciousness. It's got to do with this and ectrial light screaming and light languages. Because remember, talking in tongues is a language the devil can't understand. You remember learning that from the Bible? I'm not like a proselytizer because I was definitely drawing dicks in the Bible in grade 5. So I'm definitely not, you know, a Bible proselytizer, but there were some things that, you know, are relative, to say the least, to even today. But I don't want to go over that, you know, because the Bible is too edited, so I don't like to talk about it at all, really. It's too man-edited. How many King James versions was there? Or whatever, you know. And there was many versions not printed and carried through time, and it was edited, highly edited. More edited than the screen in front of you, that's for sure. So anyway, back to the video, timing. So around your movement, their movement, okay? If they move after you move, sound. So if you take an action, remember, mimicking is high on their list. It's how they learn, via the surface mimicking alone. And that's why they're always such people to focus on body language and body language. And that's why they look at you with that, you know, that stare of the server of the Matrix stare. And really trying to, very obviously, no hiding it, trying to figure you out, you know, that server Matrix style stare. You know the one, and I've made a video on it. And I will make more videos describing them all in the future, visually, out there. This is all on the theory board still, you know, the hypotheses here, and soon will come my videos when I'm out there with the phone, behind the phone, and capturing, you know, out there in society, so to speak, or capturing the worldly equivalents of what I've been talking about. So anyway, timing is a big one, and it's like you crack when you come to awareness of the situation of, say, the brain burrowing or aura pressing on you to stop up the laminar flows of your aura, and that's an entrance to stealing your energy, metaphysical energy stealing. So, you know, and I haven't really mentioned that yet, you know, because we're starting to get deeper in my videos slowly. There's going to be hundreds of these videos, so they all connect together and really tell the story. So it can't be mistaken. So they can no longer be as mistaken organic portals, and so we can see them, and so it is apocalypted. It's uncovered. Because they say the shaman is no longer, you know, looking for the stone. That ones like me, we've found the stone. So all I have to do is convey it to you, the scintillations that come through me of the stone, the philosopher's stone, of course, which I think, and it feels like to me, after everything I know and hear and putting what I think up against what everyone else thinks, I think it's really just the logic part of the bolos, or body of earth, you know, the logos mind of the earth, of the bolos body of the earth. That it's a planetoid like you're a humanoid, and we're going to get to sensing at the end of this video. So also in sound now, there's silence, and someone mentioned that in a comment before on a video. Definitely, there's this a pressing, because it's a psychic pressing that you'll feel, and it's a paying attention to you. That's why I said, you know, why are they always paying so much attention in one video? Like, people just pay too much attention to you, you know what I mean? And they get taken over. People don't realize they're getting taken over by lack energies via their judgment. So in other words, demonic energy via, you know, incorrect judgment, basically. Third dimensional judgment. Trying to judge with the compromised mind is not a good idea, as it turns out. Okay. And if you're an organic portal, you're using the compromised mind, and it's as if you are not there anymore. And that's why I said here also, yep, okay, their ears of the matrix listening to you while under influence, because they're organic portal, understand the definition of portal nature to demonic energies. They're very able to be influenced, not that a souled human or spirited human cannot be, but it's much harder for demonic energies to take over a mature spirited human who's, you know, woke and aware of themselves in so many multi-dimensional layers, that they realize that their spirit is a type of will force, and I say it's the 10th dimensional will force, and you can enhance that with prana energy, because prana is definitely will force style energy. When you look at all the siddhas, and they can hold their hand up in the air till their nails grow long, that's all just their will force, their spirit to want to do so, yeah? Or whether they are the Naga Babas twisting their penis on the pole until they break it, until they break their penis, and they're just showing mind over matter, really. spirit over matter. So at least some of those yogis are spirited humans, but not all of them, because in every creed, culture, group, subgroup, whatever, organic portals are everywhere. Every creed, culture, race. Okay, so the sound covered, and you can feel their frequency as well, not just by this example, but you can feel their frequency as well, and sometimes it's very easy. Is it a down depressive bottom of the Merkaba triangle, or the bottom triangle of the light body? And it's well known that the organic portal are only in the lower chakra. They have not had the higher heart ascension, where the man has come into union with the goddess or earth, the mind of nature, basically, which has the father principle embedded through it. Yes, I'm talking about God when I said that, the father principle, principles, anyway. So sight, you can sometimes just tell. Look at the pictures of, well, here's a very easy one. Angel versus demon, very old archetype, epitome, and opposite ends of the spectrum, alright? And so look how, demonic and dark and devilish pictures look, how they're looking with their facial structure, since some people want to just, judge everything from the outside or the surface. Like I mentioned, body language, people overemphasize it too much, and it can be faked completely. Anyway, so sight, you can also see the difference in between, say, a picture of an angel or something smiling and like that. And I'm not talking about uber positivity, retarded positivity, where you kind of retard your thinking because you're uber or over positive. Not those facials, but facials. Not only do the facials connect us scientifically to, our ancestors, look into that, but you can tell energies coming through people because people change their emotional energies. And just think, is that emotional energy at the bottom 50%? Negative, down looking on you and so on? Or is it a positive 50% of the spectrum? It's really easy. This is hyperspatial mapping that they don't teach you in school, I understand, but it's only 1 + 1. Is it the bottom 50% of the spectrum or the top 50%? Are they being positive or negative? And it's not about, the ignorant uber positivity. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the sight of the energy, or even the sound as well, the frequency. And so then sensing, come to sensing, right? Because I don't have to go over everything. This is where I want to finish it, because it's near 15 minutes. You can sense it, but sense-stored electrical waves are not conscious of themselves. They're just the surface. That's the crude electrical light. Sense, how people say things are sentient, doesn't mean that they're conscious if they're sentient. Conscious idea is of a higher light, through sentience. consciousazine.com Chronicle.